So whenever you'd want to goon or whenever you want to fucking have sex with your wife, it's literally all on camera. But to be honest, I wouldn't really care. Unpopular opinion, Sexy Red is a 10 out of 10, but that's a video for another day.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Main character, his name is Truman. They literally gave Truman a free wife. And I'm not gonna lie, his wife is a baddie, bro. His wife is straight up W milk.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother. But the thing is, this R.L. Stein dude, he's actually a fucking tweaker, bro. Like, his crib is literally the Hello Neighbor house. He's literally Hello Neighbor. He even looks like him, bro, and acts like him.
You see the fence.
Yes.
Stay on your side of it. You stay away from my daughter. You stay away from me. We won't have a problem. Nah, yeah, buddy.
This show is actually so disgusting, bro. Like, every day you'd have to go to school, and your principal is literally this dirty-ass monkey.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
They come get at me then. Get at me then. Get at me then. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Blunt Guts, and as you guys saw by the title, we're gonna be talking about the best fictional places to live. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a content thief because I stole this idea from this YouTuber named Wordy, and he was talking about the worst fictional places to live at, so that just sparked up an idea. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes from time to time I do think of what it would be like to live inside of a cartoon, especially with the food, because the food in cartoons be looking so good. Like, I swear, those pies they be having in those cartoons that make you levitate, I gotta try one of those pies in real life. Yeah, guys, before we get any deeper into the video, before we get any deeper into the yapping, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and your family. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get monetized and I don't have to get kicked out and get put on Skid Row. And yeah, guys, enough yapping, let's just get right into the video. The best fictional places to live. I feel like most of the stuff on this list would be an unpopular opinion, but number one on the list for the best fictional places to live in would be The Truman Show. If you never watched The Truman Show, I definitely recommend watching it. It's basically about this guy living in like some simulated world, and he's the only real guy and everybody around him is actors, and basically his whole life is a reality TV show. His wife is an actor, his mom is an actor, his dad is an actor, fucking even the sky is fake. Everything is created for him to like be broadcasted on national television. And later in the movie, the guy starts to figure out what's going on, like a fucking light from the sky falls onto the ground and he starts realizing that everybody's like fake and shit. Now, why would I want to live in The Truman Show, you might ask? Well, the reason is everything is literally made for me. I mean, bro, the main character, his name is Truman. They literally gave Truman a free wife. And I'm not gonna lie, his wife is a baddie, bro. His wife is straight up W milk. Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
Not only that, but nobody's really ever gonna let you die. Nothing's really gonna happen to you. Nobody's gonna murder you, rob you, or do anything. The only time you would ever die is if you tried to escape, which it's kind of fucked up. The only time they were about to kill him was when he actually did try to escape. But the only time that would ever happen is if you realized you were in a movie set and you did try to escape. But me personally, I would not be escaping this shit. Once I realize it's a simulation, bro, I'm gonna start using it to my advantage. It is kind of freaky that they have cameras literally everywhere. They have cameras in his bathroom. They have cameras in his mirror. They have cameras literally everywhere, even in his wife's ring. So whenever you'd want to goon or whenever you want to fucking have sex with your wife, it's literally all on camera. But to be honest, I wouldn't really care. It would all be broadcasted on national television, but would it really matter, bro? I'm not even living in that world. And let me tell you guys, if I was in this dimension and I started to realize everything was a movie set and everything was specifically created for me, this is how I would use it to my advantage. And I would fake be manipulating the producers since they're listening and recording. I would be talking to myself in the mirror in the fucking bathroom, and I would just be talking to myself, right? I would be like, damn, I really wish Sexy Red was my wife. Or I'd even just be kicking it with my homie who would also be an actor, but I would be talking to him and I would be like, yeah, bro, I really wish Margot Robbie was my wife. Then I would just keep repeating it until one day fucking Margot Robbie or Sexy Red is just walking down the street and the fucking producers just put us together. Unpopular opinion, Sexy Red is a 10 out of 10, but that's a video for another day.
Hey yo, what the fuck? Boy,
Yeah, guys, The Truman Show would definitely be a fun time. They're not really gonna let you die or anything, and you can manipulate the system once you realize that you're in the Matrix. The only real cons is that these guys are literally gonna force trauma upon you. Like when Truman was 7 years old, he was in a sailboat with his dad, and there was a big ass thunderstorm, and he literally watched his own dad fucking drown to death in front of him. But once you realize everything's a simulation and everything is a fucking movie set, honestly, I wouldn't be traumatized by anything because I just think it's part of the act. Another con is that everybody's fake, but honestly, I wouldn't really care because that's just like real life. Comment down below if you guys would like to live in The Truman Show. But next on the list for the best fictional places to live in, I would say it'd have to be the Goosebumps.
what the fuck?
I could definitely see a lot of mixed opinions on this, but I'm talking about the Goosebumps show and the movie. And basically in the TV show, it takes place in like the 80s or the 90s, and basically every episode is like a new adventure. There's always some wacky, creepy shit happening. There's always monsters running around. There's fucking werewolves, there's fucking demons, there's ghosts, there's all types of monsters that are happening every episode. And why would I want to live in this creepy ass, weird ass show, you might ask? Well, to be honest, guys, this show looks mad fun. This show just looks like a constant adventure. I can't remember off the top of my head. Some kids might have went missing, but I never really seen anybody actually die. Every single day, you're fighting off some type of monster or some type of evil spirit or curse with your friends. I remember in one of the episodes, these kids, they went on a road trip with their family and they saw this like amusement park. I'm pretty sure it was called Horrorland. And they stopped at this like creepy ass amusement park, and it was literally just them in the entire place, and they were just walking around, and everybody that worked there was literally a fucking monster. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember if there was any real rides. I remember there being like a fucking clown house mirror maze, and then one of the rides was literally they just put one of the kids into a coffin and dropped them down a river. The only cons I could really think of is everything is just so scary, and you can't really trust nobody, bro. You could just be chilling with your girl in the room watching Netflix, and all of a sudden she turns into a fucking werewolf. You might meet an 8 out of 10 girl at school, have the whole Ice Spice build and everything, but then after a couple months of talking to her, she just fucking turns into a demon and she was a ghost the entire time. If you guys didn't know, there's also a movie, and oh my goodness, would I love to be in this movie. Basically, the main character, he moves out of his hometown. I don't really know what happened, but he moves out of his hometown and he moves into this new crib next to this girl. His neighbor is literally this girl and her tweaker father, and the tweaker father is the guy who writes the Goosebumps books. But the thing is, this R.L. Stine dude, he's actually a fucking tweaker, bro. Like, his crib is literally the Hello Neighbor house. He's literally Hello Neighbor. He even looks like him, bro, and acts like him.
You see the fence.
Yes.
Stay on your side of it. You stay away from my daughter. You stay away from me. We won't have a problem.
Nah, yeah, buddy.
Like, I'm not even joking, bro. The main character and his homie, they tried to sneak into the fucking guy's house because he was yelling at his daughter, and the dude fucking set bear traps in the fucking basement. This guy was absolutely demented, bro. He was actually insane. He would be bugging out on his daughter to the point where the cops would get called. Which, I'm not gonna lie, he was definitely in the right, because once the main character got into the fucking crib, the fucking books opened up and it caused complete havoc around the town. I'm talking about, there was just a giant yeti terrorizing the town. There was like murderous little gnomes that were fucking trying to kill everybody. The fucking werewolf started taking over the grocery store, wanted to fucking bite kids' heads off. Now, why would I want to live in this universe? Why would I want to live in this horrible, horrific universe, this horrible dimension, this fucking creepy ass, weird ass dimension where I'm most likely gonna get killed in a brutal way? I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I want to live in this movie is for the girl that lives next door. If I'm being honest, if she wasn't even in the movie as a kid, I probably wouldn't even have watched it. Like, bro, I live in a city, so I don't have any forest anywhere near me. This girl literally took this guy into like some creepy ass forest, and they literally found an abandoned amusement park. And then you're kicking with her and you're walking through the forest, and then she just takes you to some abandoned amusement park. I'm not gonna lie, if I was in that situation, I would be getting busy in the Ferris wheel. If I was in this situation, I would definitely be getting up to no good in the fucking mirror maze. Looking back on it, I don't really think anybody actually got killed. Some NPCs got killed, but I wouldn't even be one of the NPCs. I'd be the main character, and the main character always survives. I would say the cons are the monsters and everything that's trying to kill you, but to be honest, it just sounds super fun. The only thing I would actually really hate is the gummy bears. To be honest, I'm cool with the big yeti trying to kill me. I'm cool with the werewolf trying to bite my dick off, no diddy. But yeah, as I said, without the girl living next door, I definitely wouldn't want to be in this movie. I'm good in my regular life. Comment down below if you guys would live in Goosebumps, the show, or the movie, or maybe even both. And enough yapping, let's just get right into the last but not least, best fictional place to live in. Now, I was trying to think of universes and different places that wasn't in the original worst fictional places to live in video, and I never heard him mention Amazing World of Gumball, so Amazing World of Gumball definitely has to be the best fictional place to live in. I would tell you guys the plot of Amazing World of Gumball, but to be honest, I don't really think there is any. But from the perspective of Gumball, if I was the main character, if I was fucking Gumball or Darwin, to be honest, everything would be so fun, bro. Every day is a new thing. Your best friend is a banana, your best friend is a potato, your girlfriend is a fucking balloon, your dad is a fucking bunny, your mom is a cat, your best friend is your fish, and then there's just random shit going on 24/7. I can't even really think of any specific things that they were doing. You will never get bored in this universe, bro, and that's why I would definitely love to live here. There is so much to do. But to be honest, the cons are there is no baddies in this show. Another con has to be the villains, bro. Like, the villains just be tweaking the fuck out. There was this snapping turtle who was literally possessed by the devil himself, and he was trying to fucking destroy the earth. This little fucking spawn of Satan was trying to kill everybody, and he was a fucking turtle, bro, and he was like indestructible. But to be honest, yes, this is a big con. The villains are definitely annoying, but honestly, it would be pretty fun to fight them. The real con, the real actual horrible part of living in this dimension would have to be the nasty ass things that go on. This show is actually so disgusting, bro. Like, every day you'd have to go to school and your principal is literally this dirty ass monkey.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
It's this lady who's literally a fucking monkey who wears this dress, and she's just annoying as shit. She just be screaming, she just be bugging out, bro. Like, she really do be on a perk. To be honest, I don't even think perks would do that to you. I don't think any drug would get you to the amount of tweakerism that she would be on. Like, every day, this fucking baboon teacher, she would just be tweaking the fuck out on Gumball and Darwin and everybody else. Like, she would just be screaming at the top of her lungs at 8 in the morning. The other nasty characters definitely have to be the only characters that resemble humans. The creators of this show had to have been on acid or some type of drug when they were creating this, because what the actual fuck is happening in this show? The only characters that resemble any type of human is literally the fucking nastiest character. It's literally an upside down human face with googly eyes on the chin. If I was Gumball, I definitely would take the principal and those weird humanoid fucking faces out of the picture. I would definitely fucking, I don't know what I would do, but I would remove them from that universe. They are literal abominations, and that's saying a lot, because in this show there's just way too much freaky shit going on. There's just too many anomalies. But again, just like the last two, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. Anything is literally possible. You don't have to follow one plot line. You're not limited to anything. You can literally do whatever you want. The whole world is literally your oyster.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This world is literally like a lucid dream. You can just think whatever you want and it will literally happen. But yeah, guys, I thought this would be a fun video to make. I thought this would be a fun topic to talk about. Comment down below if you guys agree with any of these, or comment down below which other fictional places you would like to live in. I definitely feel like a lot of you would disagree with me on most of these, or maybe even all of them, so comment down below your opinions. If you guys made it this far, that must mean you liked the video, so make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, and even share with your friends and your family. Appreciate you guys for watching. Go tune into the other videos. Stay hydrated. God bless, and I'm out. Peace.